Oh, here we are. Once again, yes. Happy days. As a matter of fact, I should be completely and utterly disappointed and pissed off with myself. Why, Jace? What's wrong, mate? I am now 15 stone 3. Boo! Fucking boo! I should be 13 stone 3. And that's, you know, been... Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not impressed at all. No, not by a long shot. Hey-oh. Maybe I'll get there before it gets too bad, because there is a few things I've noticed since my weight has started to creep up, and that's my sleep. My sleep has gone from the 75 to 85% down to the 55 and 65% of sleep quality. So it's not good. Not good at all. Just shows you being overweight fucks with your sleep pattern. Yeah, well, never mind. If I stop eating junk, maybe I'll be alright. When I say junk, I mean chocolate like it's good out of fashion, Doritos and dip, chicken and chips, kebab and chips, pizzas. Yeah, that's the sort of fuel you'd use if you're going to run a fucking marathon. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that. It makes sense really when you think about it, doesn't it? When you're like, if you're going to put like, say, 3,000 calories in and only use around about 1,700 calories, well, the body's going to say, well, you've got a lot there to pack away, sunshine. Let's go and shove that round your gut. And maybe a little bit on your man boobs. Ha! Why not indeed? Looking like a proper gimp. Oh dear. Yeah, well, it's just one of those things, unfortunately, you know what I mean? Oh. You've got to laugh about it, because if you don't, you just cry, you know what I mean? You're thinking, all that fucking effort I've done, I've gone and threw it down the drain, mate. It's just gone. End of. Yeah, I know. But if I really, I've got to correct this fucking mess somehow, if I can. I made a bit of a balls up on yesterday, so I'm going to try and, yeah, I'm going to try and put that right. Maybe later. Oh dear. Yeah, so I've noticed that this gaining of weight is starting to interfere with my sleep. There are a few other reasons why getting fat don't work for me either, but you don't really want to know what they are. Anywho, when you put your clothes on in the morning, you just feel the strain of your clothes going, what the fuck are you trying to wrap me around? Fucking hell, you know what I mean? That's when you start to think to yourself, you know what? She's getting out of hand. It's just getting out of hand. It really is. Yeah. The belt I'm wearing, right, on these jeans, even though they are 34 still, but you're looking at me gut, you wouldn't think that at all, but it's getting a little bit tight. So I need to, I do need to corral this shit, because I'm getting out of hand now. And now that I've jumped over 15 stone, I'm like, whoa, no. Fuck we've got to, it's the temperature's dropped today. It's down to 5.5 degrees, which you can feel a bit of a nip in the air, you know what I mean? We've got a bit of an air leak. I've got to do a bit of an assessment on this vehicle because the driver who usually uses this is off. I'm not going to tell you why because it's none of your business, neither is mine. But they're going to give this to somebody else until the guy does return, I suppose, or he might even get one of the new dash, you never know. But he will be back, but not for a while. Anyway, so I'm going to go around it and see what needs to be repaired, if anything, like, you know, and could be altered and changed. I've already put me bit in, like, already, like, but there's one aspect on this vehicle, right? I'll show you. This is the vehicle, right? This is what we have to look for. You know what I mean? So that there is a warning to people who drive this vehicle not to leave the keys in the ignition and shut the door, because if they do, it's got a tendency to lock the door. Now, I don't understand that. I don't get why this vehicle would just all of a sudden go and lock the fucking doors. I mean, there's no reason why it should when the keys are actually in the ignition. I mean, cars these days, even cars of fucking 15 years ago, if you leave the keys in ignition and you have a remote control, it won't lock the door because it senses the keys in ignition, so it won't do it. It's like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to trick me? No, it's not going to happen. But for some unknown reason, these get locked in. So my first suggestion was, well, to stop that from happening, if there's no cure in a sense of fixing the fucking immobiliser properly, whip the door skin off and pull the wires off the activator, the solenoid, right? Done. Gone. The servo's disconnected, no power to it. It can't lock the door, can it? You know what I mean? My other suggestion as well, right, which again is trivial, so that would be to replace the door speakers, because they are perished, and you know that they're perished because they flap. You can hear them go blah, 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 when the bass goes on, like, you know what I mean? So they make a right fucking row. But again, that's just trivial shit. Now, whether that'll get done, I very much doubt it. There is an air leak, which I've found abundantly clear, because it just goes, so that'll have to get fixed. I can't think of anything else, not of yet. I will check the PowerPoints that we've got here later on. But when the daylight approaches, even though we're not supposed to have any, I will have a good old snoop around it just to see any bits hanging off. It needs a new number plate because the original one's got a, yeah, it's been taped, the corner's been taped on it because it cracked off, but we'll order a new one of them. And it could do with just a valet, to be honest with you. That's what it could do with doing, you know what I mean? Whether that'll happen, I don't know, but it would be nice to give it a good once over with a company that properly does the once over, like, you know what I mean? Not just some bodge artist. And then go, there you are, there's your truck. Ta-da, enjoy, you know what I mean? But whatever, we just have to wait and see, won't we? Other than that, I think we're done. I think it's time to go, I think. Can't think of anything else. Oh, one quickie. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, yesterday, the day before. What were we on today? Thursday. Let me just check the thing. Let's just have a quick look. What was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? Birmingham. It was Monday. Monday, I think. Or Telford. Wasn't to know. It's definitely Birmingham. I went to this place in Birmingham, right? Never been before. Followed the sat nav, and I gets in there eventually. It was a bit of a tight road in, and as I'm turned left into the industrial estate, this young lady, right, walked to the path and fucking face in phone, hood up, right. She looked to her right, but didn't bother to look to the left, and stepped straight out in front of me. Luckily, I was only travelling about 5 miles an hour. But as soon as I seen a foot, I was like, ah! And I was literally on the horn, ah! And I carried on going. And ah! Bang! Stamped on the brakes, and all of a sudden, this great big red thing appeared in front of me. She's like, oh! She nearly threw her phone at me. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And she's like, pulling her earphones out. I'm like, dude, you do not walk across the fucking road with your face in the phone with earphones on. You do this if you want to listen to music. You can even do it to the beat. Like, you can do it live if you want. Who cares? But you don't just go like this, like a fucking phone zombie across the fucking road. You know? I'm like, what? And I forgot to mention that the other day. But that was, I was like, this startled look on her face is like, I mean, oh, people out there are just absolutely fucking drongos, they really are. I don't care if you're walking along the footpath, right? You're facing your phone, like we have these days. Brilliant, do it all day. But as soon as you want to cross a road, unless it's an actual crossing, right, with the blip, 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 you know, the old fucking, you know, the pelican crossing jobbies, where traffic has to stop. Not the zebra crossing, because there are people out there that don't really fucking take any hours them at all, but hey, that's a different thing. But if you're going to cross a road and you've got a phone in your hand and the tweet that you're fucking tweeting or the Facebook page you're reading, just give it a sec and go as you're walking across, just to make sure, because that few seconds that it takes you to get across the road, you know what I mean? I'm sure it'd still be there when you go. Okay? Just a bit of a fucking safety advice there when you're walking along the road with your mobile phone in your hand. But it was hilarious though. I mean, I just thought it was funny. Well, I completely forgot about it. I was sitting in that waiting room, I completely forgot about it. Anyway, I'm going to go. Yeah, time to go now anyway. And I will speak to you a lot tomorrow, hopefully. I should think so. Maybe. Who knows? You'll just have to wait and see. Ta-da! Bye! Oh, fucking, how my fingers gone cold?